9:48, back with Dave Walton from Direct Energy. There's all kinds of tips, for people to save money and save energy and keep the heat in their homes in the colder months. But I know we want to focus on the furnace a little bit, right?
Yeah.
We talked about the filter, but there's way more to your furnace than just that.
Yeah, so there's lots of things that I like to suggest that homeowners can do themselves. They're inexpensive and easy, okay? And again, starting with that, changing that filter. But the furnace itself should always be looked at by a licensed technician. So if homeowners haven't done it yet, they should be getting a call out to get a maintenance done on the equipment.
Right. And you do this every year?
Yeah, you should do it every year. Especially once the furnace is 5-6 years old, you should certainly be getting a maintenance done every year.
Okay.
And one of the reasons you want to do that is to make sure that it's operating basically to manufacturer specs. And the manufacturer specs includes the amount of gas that's flowing through. So if it happens to inadvertently be using too much fuel, you're wasting energy. So a technician will check that and find it and correct it and adjust it to the manufacturer specs.
Right.
Simultaneously, we check things like temperatures, temperatures in and temperatures out, make sure that it's firing properly. And also things, of course, like safety checks for carbon monoxide. So especially as you get into older equipment, okay, and the parts that are most at risk usually are the heat exchanger cracking, and so the technician will look for these things, and they have meters, they have readers that can check the carbon monoxide in the air, and they'll be able to check and confirm that the furnace is working safely as well.
Plus, you should have a carbon monoxide detector on your own, right?
Absolutely. You should have one ideally on every floor, and what a lot of homeowners seem to think is you want it near the furnace, but you really don't. Ideally, you want it
away from the furnace
on the floor where everybody's sleeping, but in most cases, in my case, I've got one on each floor.
Do you really?
I'm in a bungalow, but I've got one in the basement, I've got one on the main floor as well.
Okay.
So same with the smoke detectors.
Yeah, fair enough.
So, and then on the note, though, of the furnaces getting older is another great thing for homeowners to consider. And while you are stepping into some dollars now, is if you've got a furnace that's, say, let's just say 25 years old, chances are fair that it's what we refer to as a conventional burning furnace.
Yes.
And what that means is it was manufactured to operate at 60% efficiency. And what it translates to is 40 cents of every dollar you're spending heating your home is going right up the chimney. 40 cents of every dollar.
Why would it be set up to...
Because back in the day, we weren't as energy conscientious. Natural gas was abundant and cheap. And
we didn't care.
We didn't care. So
we
now,
care now.
We care now because now you can get a high efficiency furnace on average 92, 94, 95% efficient. You're wasting less than 10 cents on the dollar.
People think the high efficiency furnace is, it's no big deal or anything. I know for a fact, I talked to some people last night where we auctioned off a furnace at an event.
Oh, yeah.
It makes a huge difference in your bill.
Yep.
And how warm and comfortable your home is.
Yes, that's a great point because newer furnaces, whether it's high efficiency or not, but you can only get high efficiency furnaces now. You can't even get a mid anymore.
No.
But you can also get a two-stage furnace, which what it does was when it first comes on, it thinks like a smaller furnace, so it doesn't use as much gas.
Right.
And it'll come on 3 and 4 times, and then it'll teach itself that, okay, if I got to come on again in the next 5 minutes, I'm going to go to high fire and warm the house really good. So it's using less energy. And then another really big advantage on today's equipment is the motors. You can get a DC motor, which uses far less electricity.
Is that right?
Okay, so an older furnace with an AC motor, you're probably upwards of $400, $450 a year on electricity costs alone. Going to a DC motor, you can cut that down to a fraction of that, a quarter of that.
What about your water heater? Should we have that checked too?
The water heater, they're pretty much self-sufficient, but yeah, if there's anything you don't like, if you don't have enough hot water, something's not right, you're losing it too soon, then yeah, absolutely, put a call in.
I know I had a problem with mine. The pilot light kept going out all the time and stuff, so we just had it checked and it needed to be adjusted and so on, but I wouldn't know how to do that,
yeah,
right?
Exactly.
So,
most homeowners don't, and you're wisest to put a call out.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, we've got a program in place for things like no heat, no hot water, or leaking hot water. If you phone us by 5 o'clock today, we'll make every effort to be at your home this evening.
I heard that on the radio.
Yeah, and as a matter of fact, we got another one going as well, that within the City of Ottawa area, if you phone us by 2 o'clock and we're able to get to your home by 3, and you need a new furnace or you want a new furnace, we'll get it in before you put your head in the pillow that night.
No kidding.
Yeah, so a few conditions apply, of course, as always.
Yeah,
But we are aiming to help our homeowners stay warm and keep warm.
Dave Walton from Direct Energy. Website has all kinds of info too, right?
Yep.
So if you missed any of what we're talking about or we didn't get to it.
Yep, tips for all seasons.
Yeah, and use them because it really does make a difference. I know for a fact.
Yeah.
Dave, always a pleasure, my friend. Good to see you.
Thank you.